for the YouTube. Archie here, and it's Bedtime Stories with Arch. Tonight, we're gonna go into a story of the Fun House.
Hey, that's a car.
The Fun House. Now be quiet. Now, if anybody's just joining, I'd like to let you know that these are stories made up in my head, and hopefully your kids will enjoy them. I have to do this every night, almost every night, due to my son's school telling me that I need to read my kid bedtime stories, both my kids, 3 and 5, every night. So I figured I'd throw them out there for the next parent to have also, which I am a writer of poems, lyrics, and short stories. Other than that, we're going to get to the Fun House. So, without further ado, here we go. It was the middle of June, and 5 boys set off one morning to go find something to do. They were walking down here, they were walking down there, they went to the mall, they went to the park, but nothing satisfied their appetite to do anything. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, was a big, huge amusement park, but it didn't look open. It looked closed. So, as curious as they were, they said, what the heck, let's go take a look, see if anything's open. So they went to the Zipper Whipper, they went to the roller coaster, they went to the bumper cars, they went to the go-karts, and then they went to the riding train, but none of them were open. No one was there. Everything was locked. Oh, what a mess. But they seen one door wide open, and it went into the Fun House. And they were all happy, because they thought, hey, one ride's open, maybe the rest ain't ready. So they ran to the door, had their money in hand, ready to give for tickets. But nobody was there. So they stood there and waited, but nobody came. Door wide open. Said, oh, what the heck? Let's go on in. There ain't nobody here. Maybe they ain't done setting up shop to sell tickets. Maybe they're just letting someone have a free ride. So they all went in. They were walking through the long corridor. That went into a door. And after that door, they stepped on a wiggly bridge that went back and forth and back and forth. They were getting dizzy and almost falling off it. And when they got to the end, they were in some rubber mush. Felt like they were walking on mud through a whole walkway. Squishy, squashy, squish right here, and there you go. Squish, squash, squish. In some yucky mud. But it wasn't mud. It was some kind of goofy foam. It felt like mud. Then they went through another door. What do you think was in that other door? The boogeyman? Bugs? Snakes? Alligators? No, there was none of that. You were right. But there was flashing light. Real fast. Blink, 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 blink. Like someone was shutting on and off the light fast. And that was a strobe light. Strobe lights that'll blink real fast. Blink, 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 blink. Makes you dizzy. Real fast. So they walked through the whole thing, but they were dizzy when they got through the next door. And the next door, they were like in a giant fish tank. Glass all over their head, and they walked down the walkway. It looked like a giant fish tank with fish all above and on the sides. They fished all over the place. Fish here, fish there, fish everywhere. And they walked through that. And they came to a cart. And it was a traveling cart. One you get in and sit down, and it drives you through the next door. And when they got through the next door, they saw what? Do you know? You ain't gonna know. They saw the Muppets. Puppets hanging all over the walls. Puppets hanging in the air. Puppets hanging over there. And puppets hanging over here. And they're all singing a song. And it was singing, doo-da-doo-da-day. Doo-da-doo-da-day. Hey, doo-da-doo-da-day. 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 And as they kept floating through the river, they got to another door. What do you think they got through this door? It was another big statue of a Cookie Monster. And the Cookie Monster would sing, C is for Cookie, Cookie is for me. C is for Cookie, I eat 'em up all and I flee out the door. Ha ha ha.
That's Cookie Monster.
And it went through another door. And there was a big waterfall.
Whoa.
And there was big rocks.
Whoa.
And there was more lights. And there was more of this and more of that. There was even a big picture of a mummy sitting in his coffin with his bandages on, saying, let me out of here, you goon. I don't belong in this coffin. You baboon, baboon, baboon. And when the ride was all over and said and done, they came out to the same platform that they stood on to go in. They got off the ride and they walked around the park again. Before you knew it, they left. By the time they got down the street, away from the park, it disappeared. Where did it go? It was all gone. Just by the snap of a finger. See you later. So they ran home and told their parents. Parents didn't believe them. But they knew what fun they had. And they left it at that. They had a great day. And nobody could take it away. They went on the bumper cars. They went on the roller coasters. They went on the zipperoo.
And they went on the train.
And they went on the train. They went on the go-karts. And they went on a little bus. It wasn't a real bus, but it looked like a bus. And it brought them all over the park. So now, they went home, ate their dinner, brushed their teeth, put on their pajamas,
Went to bed.
and all went to bed. That's right, Aaron. The end. Good night.
Thank you. Dad.
You're welcome, Aaron. Good night. So, people of the world of YouTube, that is another bedtime story with us. It's not much, but it's something I made up out of my head. And I try to do that so often. The simple fact that I have a 3- and a 5-year-old, and they require this to be done, every night before bed now. Read your kid a story, so hey, what better time to read a kid a story and throw it on YouTube to share with you. If you like, you like. If you don't, you don't. All I can say is I try my best, get my stories out. If you're going to put them off for your kids, I appreciate the views. And I hope your kids appreciate it too. There will be more to come than that world of YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. Out.